Welcome back to my channel. This is Luminous in here with a reading regarding the moon and Scorpio transit. This Scorpio moon is going to be right before the moon moves into Libra. So right when the moon is at like 28 whatever degrees, the sun will be at 29, and the sun moves into Libra on the 22nd. Like it does, every year. We'll be having the equinox going on. So be prepared for everyone to share their light with each other. Some people don't like to share, but it's okay. I could tell right now, move through fear. There's going to be some sharing involved here. With people coming together and things of that nature. Looking at the astrology, Moon in Scorpio is going to, number one, is going to heighten up the Martian energy with Mars being retrograde, and as well as in Chiron being in Aries as well. Mars is going to be heightened with that Moon in Scorpio because it's also its co-ruler. So some emotions that have been brewing may come out a little bit more than normal. It might be a little bit more forceful, or might just get a little bit more deep, which is what I'm seeing here. A deep release of emotions that's been held on to. Also, the moon in Scorpio will square Venus in Leo. So there definitely could be some like faded transformation that we didn't know we would see, that could be like just being overindulgent in something and then seeing the truth for what it is. Like, why were you overindulging in these emotions, or this thing or this person or relationship, or because Venus is in conjunct to Neptune, so there could definitely be some high idolation or some idolization. There could be idolization going on, which the moon will trine over to Neptune. So whatever reality or whatever idolization that was, can definitely be given the shadow side of it, because the moon in Scorpio is about uncovering emotions, secrets coming out that can no longer be held in. And it's doing that because things need to transform. As always, there has to be a death process, and the death process during this Virgo season is us seeing different sides to either the past or even currently some decisions that we have made or making. Mercury and Libra will be squaring off with Saturn and Pluto. So we definitely have to come to some sort of like long-term plan or decision, because when it opposes Mars retrograde, we will have to act. And right now, this moon in Scorpio is giving us all the emotional details we need to see as well as feel. We need to definitely feel, what's going to be the better outcome, with some ideas or, thought processes or plans we have made. The moon will eventually sextile with the Capricorn energy right before it moves into Sagittarius and right before we come into the fall equinox. So we'll be cementing with those emotions after the hidden aspect is shakes up our world with that opposition to Uranus and Taurus retrograde. I know I said the previous moon in Scorpio, when it was opposing Uranus, that we definitely would get a sneak peek of what's to come in the moon in Taurus. Now, for me, that definitely rang true. I'm not sure if that really took place for anyone else, but whenever the moon is going to oppose in Scorpio, Taurus and Uranus, we definitely want to pay attention when it gets around that 8, 9, 10, 11 degree mark, because there is a message for us that can spark some ideas, or it can spark some type of emotions that we haven't had before, but we don't have the full, picture yet, because, Scorpio is dark. It's the water, the hidden waters, the occultism, the parts of things in ourselves that we're not seeing with the lights, but, will be brought to lights, especially when the moon moves into Sagittarius. So let's just go ahead and get into it. That was 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So we have move through fear, visualize, affirm, and manifest, relationships, and you are supported. So moving through fear, like I was saying before, I feel like this is, we could be pouring our emotions into something that we are not fully, aware of emotionally, what is going to be the impact for us, but we're choosing to go through it anyway. Never be afraid of rejection. There's no need to fear rejection. The only thing you need to be aware of is, being one with how you truly feel, and allowing yourself to move through the fear allows you to take a step into something new, with this Ace of Cups. And you can only grow in your manifestation from allowing yourself to go after things that, even though we're working on something big and major, and we may be working with others, in the community, and we could even be, being watched. This could be like a work or a job where we have an inspired idea to do something or work with someone, and they're, just taking a seat back and watching how things play out with us, because, we are more than fit for the life that we want. So when there's an opportunity being presented to us that's in alignment with what it is that we are seeking and what we're looking for, whether it's us and another person, or even if our spiritual world is, working alongside with us while we're doing the manifesting, we want to get rid of doubts. We don't want to have any doubts in our power and our ability to make things beautiful in our world. Now, making things beautiful definitely goes along the lines of visualize, affirming, and manifesting. So this can mean, with Gemini here, we can write ourselves a whole new lifestyle for us to walk into. We can talk ourselves into a whole new lifestyle that we want to live in every single day. And it has to do with the mind being all, meaning that your mind has the power to create any and every, focus that you want to bring to, into fruition for yourself. Where you choose to focus in your new beginning will be what you in turn manifest in your own world. And this is like, an angelic creature here. So whatever we choose to visualize for ourselves, whatever we keep affirming by what we say and how we think, that is going to be what we see. And we have all types of, spirits around us that we can or cannot see, that's more than willing to give us exactly what it is that we're asking for. And that can be on a lower or a higher vibration. It's completely up to you. But just make sure your mind and your heart are in alignment when you start to focus your energy on manifesting something specifically. Now, with the Venus square to the moon, there will be, a coming up of relationships. We definitely got 2 Venus energies already here. But when it comes to relationships, there definitely can be a need or a requirement for us to ask for some type of enlightenment, because we want to make a choice, but we want to make sure it's the right choice. And with the moon being in Scorpio, there are things that have to come to light, like I was saying before. So we may ask and petition the universe to, help me to see things that I cannot see, because I want to make a choice. I want to make a decision. And I want it to be, the best possible outcome. We can ask the universe, God, or whatever you use, what terminology that you use. We can petition for, or even demand rather, we can say that we want to see the highest outcome of a situation, and it will be brought to the forefront. It does take some type of humility and patience on our behalf, because this Two of Swords means we know what the decision is we want to make, but we're just being, indecisive. This is the Moon and Libra card. So it could have been something that took place during that transit that has us kind of, taking a, a break or whatever, or what have you, where we need to, analyze all of the emotions that came out of that transit when it comes to relating with other things, people, and places, or ideas that we have been working on this entire time. So when it comes to relationships, we have the Temperance here, Sag energy. So we definitely know where we want to go. We definitely want to allow our spiritual journey to take its place and take root within us. So we don't have to be indecisive. We can go ahead and just get rid of the things that aren't working and make decisions on things that are working and be confident in that. Because at the end of the day, we are always supported by whatever decision and choice we choose to make. There are no bad or wrong decisions, technically speaking. It's just about what you choose. 11:11 when I said that. You just get to choose what direction you want to go in, and you can have victory. You know what I'm saying? You can have victory, knowing you could probably manifest or feel. I'm sorry. You could probably feel more support after you actually make the decision. Like sometimes we can, wait a while because we want to see what plays out instead of doing what it is that we truly need to do and just rolling in and let the energy follow us, because we are the ones that's manifesting what it is. When you stop, everything stops. When you keep moving forward in the direction that you want, everything will come with that. And maybe we need that idea to come to us the more that we feel victorious and supported, like realizing that and knowing that. And it may not be in the physical realm. Again, we might be in hermit mode and we're looking for some type of sign to show us that we're heading in the right direction, and you're not able to manifest that sign or what have you until you actually make a move. This is fire here. This requires action for you to see as well as feel the changes taking place. So you will be supported in the decisions you make, but you also have to take action on what it is that you want, and you have to take action knowing that you're going to be victorious, knowing that you're going to come out on top and be balanced in whatever you're manifesting. And that has and regardless of what the past was, because maybe you were felt like maybe in the past you were very victorious and your idea is to try to bring that energy back when you really need to let it go and move on. There's no reason to look back at yourself and say, I used to be this way or I used to be that way and I wish this could. No, we don't want to wish for the past, because then all the time it took for you to get this opportunity in the meantime where you can manifest starting from ground zero everything you want without the repeating of lessons that took you to get from the 6 to the 9. Like, you don't want to give up those lessons and wisdom that you received in your journey, and those experiences that you received let you know that you are supported, because there were lessons that you had to learn in order to grow. Okay, so if this is, because there's a lot of Venus and relationship energy going on, and Scorpio is about having emotional integrity and emotional intelligence. So if there is some type of fear or of an unknown situation when it comes to relationship, just know that as long as you do your best and you're true to yourself, the relationship that you are creating within yourself will be created with you. The more that you visualize and affirm the love that you have for yourself, the more and leave space as well for that person or whoever the question mark is to come and waltz in. Somebody will be really ready, willing and ready to walk in and fill that position, that spot for you. It will be a divine union, a divine connection, and you won't have to second guess that. You'll know because you took the time and you allowed yourself to be emotionally stable and abundant in how you relate to yourself, because our relationships in the world are just a reflection of who we are on the inside. So if your environment is making you feel a type of way that you don't want to feel, you need to look at, is there something in your actual life that you want to change in order to manifest that easier or smoother, or just get more realistic about what it is that you want. Just get more specific to what it is that you're looking for, and that Sun in Virgo will definitely help us to act on that and have the ability to get to the devil in the details, and understand that no matter what relationship style this is, or the one that you are manifesting or coming into, you will be supported in whatever choice you make. And again, that's for your lower or your higher vibration. It's totally up to you. Your mind power controls how that levels out. So if you are inspired to start creating a healthy, loving relationship with yourself that is able to stand the test of time and give you the love and compassion and acceptance that you're looking for, starting with yourself, having that type of destination for yourself and allowing yourself to go out and seek the things that make your life worth living and make your life more valuable and happy, and things that you just naturally feel driven to do. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. We'll always have desires, but how you deal with those desires and how you use those desires with this moon of Scorpio is going to show you straight up if you're abusing that power, misusing that power, or if you need to just get more, like I was saying, specific about guiding that energy into a more productive space. Because you are supported, especially with the Six of Wands here. You're supported whatever idea that you want. Just be sure to don't let the past pain or hurt stop you from feeling or being victorious in any relationships, even the one with yourself. All right, let's look at the bottom here. So we got, someone is looking. Yeah, someone's looking. Someone checking for you. You know what I'm saying? There's just, some things the universe may have to move around for you, but there is definitely an opportunity for a actual divine connection to take place. And this could just be with you, of course, always first. You establishing a vibration with yourself and keeping that vibration, working to keep it going, working to keep it, even there's always going to be highs and lows, but learning to work with those highs and lows, knowing when it's time to release something, and knowing when it's time to hold them, and knowing when it's time to change. Like, you can go with that flow, you can ride the wave, or you could be above the wave. Just don't get swept under, from being hurt and fear from the past. So that's my reading for there. I want to see what's under here too. Inspired it. Talk to your guides. Ooh, yeah. See? Because you got somebody on the other side that may be witty to talk to you, and you just don't know if you want to or yet. There can definitely be some inspiration here waiting for you. Just, trust that you know what's best for you and connect to that confidence. Okay, everything is going to work out fine with you in relation to your life. Everything will be, especially if you are focused on building something, but you're not allowing the outside world to influence you one way or another, other than to see where you can do better, vibrate higher, use better management of your resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow everything around you to work for you than you pushing to work for it. You know, let the energy work for you. Don't overwork yourself. All right, and it'll always come to you because, you know, law of attraction or relation, like, it's just gonna match. So, all right, that's my reading for today. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe, and enjoy the moon in Scorpio.